It feels like from the moment I was born, I've been hearing about global warming. I've been hearing about the harmful effects of deforestation. I've been hearing about how wildlife is abused and how we need to protect wildlife. I've been hearing about how we should be nice to other species, especially the ones, quote unquote, weaker than us. This is what I hear about. I'm almost 40. I've been hearing about this all my fucking life. And yet, there has been no change in the society that we live in. Yeah, so this is my audio vlog about wanting to start a podcast. The main motivation being I'm seeing the industry of influencers, the industry of podcasts, the industry. This industry has lost its way just like any other industry. This industry has forgotten two big things. One is to respect the human, to respect the creator, to respect the artist, to respect the participant that is playing the game of this industry. Because if you think about it, everything is a game. If you're in a corporate job, that's a game. You play it for 30 days, you get the reward. You play it for a few years, you get the upgrade or the boost in the form of increments or promotions, raises. And the second thing that the industry has forgotten is the planet. I don't know if I want to say this because I love and respect the work of Chris Williamson a lot. He is one of the more genuine voices in this industry. I mean, Modern Wisdom as a podcast and as a mission is just something else, but we are deviating. As much, I have to preface what I'm about to say with the fact that I love Chris and his work. He just crossed 1,000 episodes on Modern Wisdom, and the celebration included confetti. The celebration included these blow-up balloons. All of this made of plastic. All of this made of chemicals. We really have to start thinking at that level. Right this moment, I know a lot of you are like, what the fuck? That's such a tiny fucking thing. Like, for all the things that he has done, this is what you want to hold on to? And my response to that thought would be, no, I don't want to hold on to this. But I'm just saying that we, all of us in the modern world, in the world of modern wisdom, in the world of 2025, with everything that is happening, with everything that has been happening since we have been kids. Like, it feels like from the moment I was born, I've been hearing about global warming. I've been hearing about the harmful effects of deforestation. I've been hearing about how wildlife is abused and how we need to protect wildlife. I've been hearing about how we should be nice to other species, especially the ones, quote unquote, weaker than us. This is what I hear about. I'm almost 40. I've been hearing about this all my fucking life. And yet, there has been no change in the society that we live in. We still celebrate Diwali with fucking firecrackers. We still celebrate birthdays with confetti and synthetic balloons and garbage. Basically, garbage used as decoration. Garbage that does not biodegrade. Garbage that just for that one evening is produced in millions and billions of tons just for people to have that one evening of quote unquote celebration and photographs. We really need to be thinking at that level. And Chris Williamson, again, I love his work, but that kind of was like, hey man, when will it be normal for the people that are awake and aware to actually follow through with everything that they're preaching? Once again, I'm not saying Chris Williamson does not do it. I don't like, it might seem like I'm fixated on that. I'm just fixated on the fact that a person of influence is using plastic as a form of celebration and decoration. That's all there is. It's not about Chris. This just happens to be the most fresh example that I saw like 20 minutes ago. So what I want to do is start a podcast, bring this to attention, moral consistency. If we are talking about good for the planet, we have to walk the talk in basically everything. I'm not saying we should be perfect. I'm sure there are things that I do that I don't know are harmful for the planet. And sometimes I even know that they are harmful for the planet, but I do it because there is basically no other option. But something like firecrackers, something like using plastic garbage for decoration, that I'm aware of. Like, it just will not happen. You'll never see me doing that, and a lot more beyond that. Like, people who care for the planet basically have changed their whole lives, become outcasts in order to live life on this planet where abuse of the planet is normalized. And I need to bring attention to this. I need to find people that can bring more attention to this. You know, when you see a problem, there are two things you can do. One is to go fix the problem. I see the problem of plastic being used for so many futile, wasteful purposes, and I have basically stopped using plastic for those purposes. It has made basically no difference. Just one person doing it makes no difference. The other way of dealing with a problem when you see a problem is to really bring a lot of attention to it. And I feel like at 100,000 followers now, before I reached this 100,000 on Instagram, I used to feel like, yeah, I'm just doing it, you know, I'm just winging things and doing things and saying things that are on my mind. And now that it has gotten momentum, it is not me anymore. I want this to be a voice that is heard more. You know, 100 is not really big, but 100 is big enough to feel like, yes, there are people who are paying attention to my voice. There are people who might be willing to respect and react, align with my voice. And that's where this is going. The name of this one of the funny things about a podcast is like, it's pretty fucking difficult to be talking for hours. I've only been talking for like 10, 15 minutes, maybe less. And you already start to fumble. But this is the one-sided way of talking, you know. Generally, when you have a conversation with another person, you're not really speaking at a stretch. And so I think the cadence is better in those situations. So yeah, I don't want to keep this very long, but the name of the podcast, I think, like my first option was to name it "The World Is a Lie," because I just want to start going around disillusioning all of the illusions that the world has put up in front of us. The world is a lie. I already have merch for it. I already have a very popular video for it. It's reaching 3 million now. But that's kind of a negative sort of a name. You know, even while I'm recording this, I don't know what exactly the name finally will be, because I'll think about it further after I've recorded this episode. The other name that I have on my mind is called The Need. It's a more generic word. I've searched through Apple Podcasts, not other platforms yet, but just a quick glance on Apple Podcasts. There is no podcast by the name The Need or by the name The World Is a Lie. Yeah, by the time I end this podcast, we'll have a name. I hope the people that are listening to this, probably the 3 people that are listening to this, kind of understand where I'm coming from, kind of understand why there has to be one more podcast in the sea of a billion podcasts. And I hope I find more and more people to join me on this mission. Ugh, it feels a little like I am a chill guy, man. I don't have a mission. But I feel like it's starting to turn into a mission. Yeah. All right. Thank you for listening if you've listened this far. And let's do episode 2 at some point. We have no schedule. We have no plan for this. I mean, I have no schedule or plans for this podcast. All right. Bye-bye.